Hello, I'm here to share one of my favorite activities I'm doing approaching Halloween, and my students really love it too. It's my favorite. It's a drumming activity. Of course, you don't need drums, you can use your lap, but it's really fun. It's called El reloj de la calavera, which means the skeleton clock. So I teach the students the drum part, which the speaking part is just as important. So I teach them the words first. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. And yes, we start that slow, and eventually when we get it, we're faster. Then we add it on our legs. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. We practice that over and over. Then if you have drums, we add our drums. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Once the kids got that memorized, then I tell them, I'm gonna say something, then you're gonna drum. I'm gonna say something, you're gonna drum. Watch me so you know when to stop drumming and when to start drumming. So I'll demonstrate a little bit of this. I'm reading this. I'll send you the words too. And there's a video online if you don't want to do it all yourself. I had to practice the Spanish a little bit. So we start with drum. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Cuando reloj marca la una, la calavera sale de su tumba. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Cuando reloj marca las dos, a la calavera la pega la tos. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. Cuando reloj marca las tres, la calavera busca a Andrés. Tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba, tumba ta tumba, tumba tumba tumba. And that goes all the way on to number 10, all in Spanish. And then once we've done the whole thing, then I tell the students, okay, here's what this means. The song's called The Skeleton Clock. Let's read the translation for each part. And so I have slides. I sent you the slides. I made them. I copied the photos from the YouTube video, put them on my slide, and then I put the Spanish and then the English translation. So I have the students read, when the clock strikes 1, the skeleton comes out of his tomb. And then I go to the next slide. Have another student read. When the clock strikes 2, the skeleton gets a cough. Clock strikes 3, the skeleton looks for Andrew. And I have this all written out on the PowerPoint slide. And then I ask for 10 volunteers, and I tell them, before you volunteer, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to assign you a number, and you're going to act out the number you get. The kids have been going so crazy for this. It's so funny too, because they're really dramatic. So for example, skeleton number 1, kid number 1, they are going to come out of their tomb. They can be really dramatic and lay down and then wake up like a mummy, or they can just do, wake up. Skeleton number 2 gets a cough. Number 3 looks for Andrew. Number 4 looks at his picture. Number 5 jumps 5 times. Number 6 plays baseball. Number 7 counts his money. Number 8 looks for Pinocchio. Number 9 eats ice cream. And number 10, the skeleton goes back to sleep. They can lay down. And then after we've done the whole chant, anybody else who's not like a volunteer actor does the drum part with me. So I say the chant, and they come in with the drumming. The skeletons are acting out their part. And then at the end, we give them a big round of applause. I was thinking next week, maybe if I do this activity again, I'll let the skeleton actors not only act out each part, but to grab an instrument to play that would kind of match what their skeleton was doing. So what kind of instrument would signify a skeleton coming out of the tomb? I don't know, let the kids use their imagination. When the clock strikes 2, skeleton getting a cough, what kind of instrument do you think that would sound like? Let the kids decide. They act it out, or play their instrument, or both. So my students have really been loving this. They get a kick out of seeing the actors, and then they get the tumba ta tumba, Toomba, 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 stuck in their head all day, and I love to see it. Okay, good luck.